Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present about what is meant by the government linked company or GLC. So Malaysia is a developing country. This is because Malaysia is now competing well with the other country in developing the economy. Therefore, to enhance Malaysia's ability to compete and develop the country, one of them is to set up a government linked company, or it can be categorized as GLC. On September 3, 1993, Khazanah Nasional was established as a corporation under the Company Act 1965. Khazanah Nasional is a leading agency mandated to encourage shareholder value creation, efficiency, and enhance of corporate government in the government-run company, typically known as government-linked company. Furthermore, the National Treasury Board has a 9 board members comprising representatives of the private and public sector. At the time, the Honorable 6th Prime Minister of Malaysia, Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib bin Haji Abdul Razak, was the chairman of the board of directors who assists in the discharge of its duties by an executive committee and audit committee were established by the board. So the management team is headed by the managing director, which Tan Sri Dato' Aman bin Haji Mokhtar, where that company investment are within the communication, media, finance, information technology, utilities, and transportation industry. So this GLC transformation program is a part of the government an ongoing effort to drive economic development and development that was launched in May 2004. So the program also includes institutional composition initiative, Khazanah Nasional Berhad, reform, key performance indication KPI, and change in the management of member of GLCs, where it has been launched. So among the key features of the GLC program is that it's a part of the National Development Strategy and it focuses improving performance at the government-linked companies, starting with the government's shareholder and stakeholder management. Besides government-linked company, GLC has played an important role in development of the Malaysia economy. That's all from me.
Zarir, I would like to present to you the background of Blue Archipelago Berhad. Blue Archipelago Berhad is Khazanah Nasional Berhad, the key venture arm of the Government of Malaysia. Both involved in commerce, processing shrimp, and investment since this organization incorporated 7 June 2004. Both upgrade their performance to global market by fully coordinated shrimp aquaculture company, which committed in production of premium and fully certified quality. Principle they believe in are security, biology, and quality. Plus, vision, mission, corporate vision, and also values are very crucial to reflect in both. This business is created on the establishment of great quality measure, social responsibility, food assurance, and ecology sustainability. In correlated with integrity and generosity is to flourish a Malaysian seafood brand. Besides, BAP operates 2 farms which is located at Kedah and Setiu. These 2 ranches are a network of hatcheries which are called ISHAP and ICARPAM. ISHAP stands for Coordinate Shrimp Aquaculture Stop, and also ICARPAM is Coordinate SCARPAM, that process plant. In highlight, in order to optimize operation in this business, BAP has become the first company in Malaysia that implements sub-commerce object age standard arrangement and sub-commerce all-in-one. Blue Archipelago Community Union and Certificate Shrimp Aquaculture are set up to instruct human capital. Onward BAP business expansion, they are committed in giving something to the public. Moreover, since the BAP aims want to be a leader of market, high-tech arrangement and certification are very important in concentrate business globally, whereas maintain all the food in high quality and ecological sustainability. Within the province, the vision of BAP is to be a world-class seafood company. Moreover, BAP's mission have 4 of it. First, committed to be an ethical organization that practices transparency in business dealings, striving for commercial and environmental sustainability, and practicing corporate responsibility. Second, undertake to set the highest standard in food safety, quality, service, reliability, and cost efficiency of operation. Third, determined to be market-driven and to meet customer requirements effectively. And for the lastly, establish a dynamic and challenging environment for employees, and to build long-term relationships with everyone associated with them. Besides, the core value that has been practiced by Blue Archipelago Berhad is passion, reliable, empowerment, accountability, and respect. That's all.
Zira binti Syed Azmi. So I will continue with the next point, which is fundamental process of knowledge management. Basically, there are three fundamental processes of knowledge management, which are knowledge acquisition, knowledge sharing, and knowledge utilization. Firstly, knowledge acquisition. Acquisition is derived from the word acquire. Knowledge acquisition is the process of development and creation of insight, skills, and relationship. Gamble and Blackwell refers it as the knowledge that a firm can try to obtain from external sources. They may include supplier, customer, competitors, partner, external expert, and communities of practice. The purpose of knowledge acquisition is to elaborate the capability of the system to improve the specific task of the performance, consisting facts, rules, concept, procedure, formulas, relationship, or other useful information. Secondly, knowledge sharing. Parker Im defined knowledge sharing as the process of transferring knowledge from a person to another in an organization. It is a process to accumulate shared knowledge among members. Knowledge sharing is the most important aspect since majority of knowledge management initiatives depend upon it. There are two knowledge sharing processes, which are explicit knowledge sharing and tacit knowledge sharing. According to Bukowitz and Williams, there are several criteria that must be fulfilled in order to determine the success of explicit knowledge sharing. There are articulation, awareness, access, guidance, and completeness. To make it short, individuals must be able to define what they need, be aware of the knowledge available, and everyone must have access to the knowledge. They should be knowledge managers too as guidance because they are essential in building an effective knowledge sharing system. On top of that, centrally managed and self-published knowledge should be made available for everyone to access using IT system. The second process is tacit knowledge sharing. It requires socialization in order to share tacit knowledge. Davenport and Pusak has outlined a few relevant factors of tacit knowledge sharing. The factors are informal networks, medium being provided for communication, and understanding the value of chaos. Basically, there should be day-to-day interaction between people within the working environment and supported by management through providing mediums for communication. The management must also take into consideration the value of unstructured work practices that encourage experimentation and social interaction. Lastly, knowledge utilization. It connects theory to practice and involves integration of learning, which means the ability to connect the diverse set of knowledge and skill acquired and shared to be applied accordingly in different situations. Employee with learning integration has become a knowledge worker who can work independently and apply knowledge in different contexts. Knowledge utilization includes action research, adaptive learning, and generative learning. As for action research, Reason and Bradbury define it as a participator, democratic process concerned with developing practical knowing in the pursuit of worthwhile human purposes and grounded in a participatory worldview. Meanwhile, adaptive learning is the next generation educational method that support the use of computer as interactive teaching devices. Generative learning is the active integration of new ideas with the learner's existing knowledge.
My name is Putisra Mentanasani and I will explain to you about the implementation of this process in Blue Archipelago Berhad, or also known as PAP. Two of the fundamental processes, which are knowledge acquisition and knowledge sharing, are fully implemented in the organization. Up until today, BAB sticks with their philosophy that the person closest to the streams must be the most knowledgeable one. To prime them for work with exceptional skills and knowledge, one of the mechanisms used by BAB is Certificate in Shrimp Aquaculture (CISA). This training program is similar to diploma and executed together with University Putra Malaysia UPM with recognition by the Malaysian Ministry of Human Resources. The focal point of this program is to instill technical and soft skills in employees in areas relating to aquaculture. So BAB does not want to limit their employees' growth, thus aiming to transform them from manual laborers into knowledge workers. Other than that, the organization encouraged their employees to acquire more knowledge by providing on-the-job training and also practicing open communication policy in the organization. Next, knowledge sharing is accomplished by BAB in collaborative way. They have collaborated with countless organizations including University Putra Malaysia UPM, University Malaysia Terengganu UMT, iAqua and Mimos Berhad. So these collaborations have allowed knowledge transfer and sharing between them in order to improve the organization's production efficiency. To further support knowledge transfer and sharing, Blue Archipelago Berhad has sponsored a few seminars relating to aquaculture. For instance, in the past, they have co-sponsored a seminar on scientific discoveries of early mortality syndrome (EMS) in shrimps. On top of that, they also encourage informal and unstructured interactions between employees within the organization. Last but not least is knowledge utilization. This process is quite partially implemented in the organization compared to knowledge acquisition and knowledge sharing. BAB does not fully utilize the knowledge they have because it is uncommon for them to create something new or make improvement in productions, management, or any other part of the organizations. They prefer to stick with the existing ones. That is all from
Now, we're moving on to the evaluation part. Through our point of view and in accordance with all information gathered from Blue Archipelago, Berhad, BAB, it can be said that the fundamental process of knowledge management in the company is quite good. Firstly, we can see that BAB provide on-the-job training (OJT) to their employees in order to acquire new knowledge, not only for new skills creation, but at the same time improve their current skills and abilities. In addition, they practice open communication policy towards employees as well as their partners and suppliers by directly communicate through telephone, face-to-face or when for a site visit. They obtain knowledge mostly from both internals and external sources. Secondly, BAB practice collaboration by working together and making joint ventures with universities and other agencies such as University Putra Malaysia, University Malaysia Terengganu, iAqua and many more. Unstructured and informal networks, which interactions and socialization created in many ways, among them either in Blue Archipelago Berhad itself or among those agencies. In addition, BAB also sponsored a few other seminars relating to aquaculture to generate two-way knowledge transfer. By doing this kind of activities, they managed to share both explicit and tacit knowledge sharing. However, we can see a bit lacking in knowledge utilization process. For example, in introducing new process, farm or hatchery design, equipment to escalate production rate, or using scientific discoveries to take preventive measures, BAB will firstly hear and then discuss and do trials. Trial results are analyzed to determine if it suits their current needs, even though it can be done, and having people to tell what to do about it, meaning having an expert. But anyhow, BAB only expand on what they think benefits their sustainability. Thus, it will hold the knowledge from being utilized. Last but not least It will not be complete if there is no bumpy road in the journey. There are challenges facing by Blue Archipelago in order to practice all these three fundamental processes of knowledge management. First challenges is high cost. New things sometimes are too costly for scale up and it's proprietary in nature. That is why sometimes knowledge acquisition and utilization cannot be implemented as it should. And the last one, it is difficult to teach old dogs new tricks, or you can drag the horse to the river, but you can force it to drink. In other words, it's hard to change something that had become culture and complacent. It's time consuming and sometimes wasting the knowledge without having shared to others for the greater good of the company.
My name is Nafati Hanisa. We continue with the recommendation that we have toward Blue Archipelago after we have done the case study. The first one is give individual recognition to the employee who have given outstanding performance to the company. For example, creating a wall of fame. It is well known that praise and recognition give a person a feel which they are respected and valued by others. This will give satisfaction for that particular individual and raise productivity of others employee as they feel motivated to do the best in their job. The second one is companies should focus on the job posting when positioning their employees, especially those with skills and proficiency. This allows the current employee to see the availability path for promotion internally and understand what they need in order to develop themselves into a new role. Employees who lack certain title will gain necessary experience to move up in their career ladder. By doing this, it not just provides opportunity for the employees but also can secure the growth of their business and the organization because it has been taken care by the right and qualified person. Next is expansion of the shrimp farm. So far, Blue Archipelago only have 2 farms which located in Kedah and CTU. We know that expansion might cause many problems for business, but by doing so, will not only increase their sales growth and profitability, but also can discover internal talent in their company. Some employees might not have the opportunity to show their skills and ability, especially for the newcomer. By expanding the business, allow company to guarantee their employee skills and development as they have fully utilized their employee skills and ability and give satisfactions in their business performance. That's all from me.
So, in conclusion, in the end, we already know management of this knowledge is something that is essential to every human being. This is because in today's age, developing country needs more experience and knowledge to compete at a higher level. All the technology that have been created requires specialized knowledge, and this knowledge is also used in an organization. So for us, in order to succeed in an organization, it is necessary for an organization to practice knowledge management. This is because the effect of this network enable us to connect people with the purpose of sharing knowledge, making that knowledge more accessible. Then, when that knowledge reaches the worker, an organization will be able to do better work. For example, company of Blue Archipelago Berhad BAB, were a subsidiary of Khazanah Nasional Berhad, where it is strategic investment arm of the government of Malaysia. Where their successful is as a BAB, their facility had received certification of Best Aquaculture Practice and certificate by a Global Aquaculture Alliance, Hazardous Analysis and Critical Control Point HACCP and EU number certification from Ministry of Health Malaysia. In addition, iCoupon also has been accorded certification by Department of Fisheries, the competent authority in Malaysia to export shrimp to EU countries. So that shows that we can know how they use knowledge management until they become a great shrimp aquaculture company. That's all from us. Thank you.